Have you ever found something that you feel was made for you? Wait, I already did this, fuck. Anyway, Cardfight Vanguard is a kick-ass anime about trading card games, and wait, please don't run away just yet. I can tell you why this one's so much better than all the others. Something Yu-Gi-Oh! Had a real problem with, and other card fight animes in general, is that the protagonists all had protagonist syndrome. They had chronic protagonism, if you will. They were clearly the protagonists, and they were set out to win from the start. Cardfight Vanguard isn't like that. Aichi Sendo is a completely average middle schooler, a bit shy, has trouble in school, both paying attention and getting bullied by others, and he comes out of his shell thanks to his enjoyment of a card game, when he meets someone who gave him a card very important to him years ago. This development is handled incredibly naturally and actually feels like something that might occur in real life to real people, where they're shy and then they meet people and share interest in a hobby and they come out of their shell and become better people and interact more, and it kinda kicks ass. It's not like in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where there's shy Yugi and then he transforms into a Dark Pharaoh. Even better is that the main character's character development doesn't happen all at once. After he faces the person who gave him that important card years ago, he doesn't automatically get better and just become a better person overall. He's still a bit shy, he still has to work on his social interaction skills, and he still has a lot to learn about the card game. But as the show goes on, he progressively learns more about himself, his friends, and his new hobby. And it's all completely G-rated, and it's anime bullshit free. It's an honest portrayal of what someone shy getting into trading card games might actually be like, and it feels a lot more grounded than other anime like it. That brings me to my second point. When I say that Cardfight Vanguard is more grounded in reality, I don't just mean the characters feel more real than the characters in Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean the card game itself is more grounded in reality. Unlike Yu-Gi-Oh!, the anime was developed in tandem with the card game and shares absolute fidelity with the real-life cards. This makes the battles a lot more engaging to watch, and it has features that aren't in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or other card animes at all. You'll see characters buying booster cards and structure decks and building on strategies, learning from mistakes they've made in the past in previous duels, something that's completely absent from other card fight animes where it's all about getting lucky and saving the world. Because of this, the show also works much better as an advertisement for the card game, because you can be sure that the real-life cards are going to do the same thing they did in the show, and the duels will play out reasonably the same way. My brother had an odd experience where he saw an episode where this pink-haired anime girl, Mizaki, used a very technical deck, and he immediately wanted to purchase it, and then he went and did that. Cardfight Vanguard is entertaining and enjoyable for the same reason sports anime is entertaining and enjoyable. You're watching a game with actual rules be played in a fair context and in a way that makes sense. Yes, it does portray trading card games and social interaction built around trading card games in an excessively positive light, because it is an advertisement, but it's a damn good advertisement, and knowing several people who actually like trading card games, this is pretty much how it goes. There's a natural progression of starting out dueling in small card shops and working their way up to battling in big tournaments as they get better at the game and understand more about it. The show does its best job to make sure you know what's in each character's hands at all times, what their decks are capable of, and what chances they have of winning. And seeing characters pull off incredibly impressive plays is a lot more rewarding when you know it's not just bullshit. They also allow the main protagonist to lose with startling frequency. The main protagonist, Aichi Sendo, actually lost 3 fights in a row early on in the anime. So I consider myself fairly immune to nostalgia, but Cardfight Vanguard was still an important part of my formative years, so I recently decided to revisit it. I went in expecting it to be terrible, because why wouldn't it be, but man, I couldn't have been more wrong. Maybe it'll be boring to some people who just don't like trading card games, but it's a more honest portrayal of trading cards than anything else in the anime spectrum. Sadly, the brilliant English dub and its beautiful opening and ending theme are no longer, legally available, but the Japanese dub with subtitles is available on Crunchyroll. Just be sure you're watching the first season.